Welcome back, it's me, Lou. I'm here for another action figure unboxing and review, and today from Mattel, we are featuring the Masters of the Universe Revelation Teela. Alright, so I've been waiting for this figure since day one. This is the version of Teela I really wanted. Not that the first version was bad, but aesthetically it wasn't the costume I preferred. This is much more in line with classic Teela, and it looks beautiful. Alright, so let's get started. I am really excited to check this out. I have never seen this in the wild except for the one time, and that's when I bought this. Beautiful artwork on the side and on the back. So it says here, Teela, warrior goddess. Alright, I'm like losing my voice here. Alright, Teela, warrior goddess. Learning she had been lied to her entire life, Teela threw down her sword, rejected her title, and turned her back on her family, friends, and all of Eternia. Fate, however, has a way of returning Prince Adam's secret identity as He-Man, the same secret that shattered her trust, became intertwined with her quest to save magic from disappearing from Eternia. And we have New Eternia He-Man. We're looking at Teela right now. New Eternia Skeletor, and we have Merman, also in the Masterverse line. Alright, so first impressions of the figure. Looks great. It looks fantastic. Alright, you have the extra portrait right there. And then she has her sword and her shield. Alright, let's take a look at the first head. So this is the extra head without the tiara. Looks cool. I'm kind of wondering if you could swap this onto the first Masterverse Teela, if it's the same size socket. Here's her shield. It looks very basic, very bare. The detailing's alright. It's kind of made of that swirly gold plastic. And then here's her sword. It's very much in line with, I think, the original design from like the old school days. And here's Teela. Beautiful figure. Alright, I'm just kind of feeling out the joints because I've had some issues with some of the Masterverse stuff where the joints are always stuck. She seems to be alright though. Yeah, this is the figure I really wanted from the start. Not that the first one was bad. I mean, I said it in my first review is that it's a nice figure, but aesthetically it's not the design I wanted. Now I do realize that, you know, this story-wise, you know, it's so many years later and there's been some character growth, but you know, this is the design I really liked. You know, the old school one. Very photogenic figure. Beautiful choices of colors. We have a nice opaque gold contrasted against the pure white. Yeah, it's very solid in its design. You know. In terms of her articulation, her head rotates. Does she look down? Not really. Arms rotate. They go outward. There's a bicep cut right there. Pinless, double pinned elbows, really smooth. Articulated wrists, they rotate and they also fold a little. Cut beneath the breast line so she kind of move around. I don't know if she has I don't think she has a thigh swivel. So it's more, if you want to, rotate her, it's more dependent on that cut there. But mine, it's not centered, and mine doesn't want to move. Every time I move it, it resets back to neutral. So mine it doesn't feel stuck when you crunch back forward and back, but when I'm trying to turn it side to side, it's not really happening. So legs kick up, they kick outward. Thigh cut right there. Double pinned knees, pinless design for a cleaner look. Boot cut, so you have a boot swivel, and articulated ankles. Let's get her shield. So her shield, here are the straps on the inside. I don't think you need to remove the hand first. It's pretty self-explanatory. Slide it in. It's in there. But at the same time, it would have been nice if her hand actually had a grip, because it's kind of loose. Unless you pushed it far enough where... Let me do this right. So if you push the shield past her wrists, it'll hold it better in place. Like that. Real quick. Okay, that comes off. Let's try the other head. The socket's kind of tight. So this kind of like Teela with her hair down, it's a little bit more casual, or when she's, she quits her job, doesn't want to be captain of the guard anymore. Looks good. Take it off. Yeah, this is a great figure. If you're like me and you weren't too keen on the design for the new cartoon, and you just wanted the old school one like this, I think this is really up your alley. Beautiful looking figure. It looks fantastic. For me, on a scale of 1 to 10, this one's an easy 9. Even though I seem to have problems, at least with my articulation, I'm a little bit biased towards this design. So, I think this is awesome. For me, it's almost near perfect. Almost, but this looks great. Awesome figure. Really wish this was a figure they gave us on day 1. And my joints, they don't want to... God, my joints just feel stuck in some areas. Like I can't rotate her arm all the way up. I've always had issues with some of these Masterverse figures. They're not the most... They have the points of articulation, but they're not the easiest to, like, get in the right poses. At least for me, because I've had such bad luck with some of my figures. And my camera has a hard time focusing on her because the white is so bright when the light comes off of it. But she looks fantastic. Awesome figure overall. Alright, so with that being said, let's wrap this one up. Once again, my name is Lou. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning viewer or subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. I greatly appreciate it. So until the next video, be safe, take care of yourself, buy lots of toys, and most importantly, be happy. And I'll see you at the next one. Alright, later.